SAMI YUSUF is a British singer, songwriter, composer, producer, and an accomplished musician. Endowed with a strong cultural affiliation to music, privileged with a musical background and having studied music with several renowned composers, including those from one of the world's most prestigious music institutes, the Royal Academy of Music in London. Music is his destiny was unsurprising, a prediction acquaintances would so confidently make. SAMI YUSUF was born on July 21, 1980 in Tehran to Azerbaijani parents. His grandparents are from Baku, Azerbaijan. SAMI YUSUF's grandparents left their house when it was recaptured by the Bolsheviks, after the First World War. From an early age, Yusuf showed great interest in music. His father loaned him a book on the basics of the tombak, which Yusuf studied. As a teenager, he was a devotee of classical music and classical icons. He learned piano and violin, as well as traditional instruments including oud, sitar, and tombak. He has always been spiritual. He reconnected with his Islamic faith through a religious awakening at the age of 16. In 2003, although considering pursuing a career in law, he produced and released his first album. Yusuf self-produced and released his debut album, Allahu, at the age of 23. It quickly became an international success and launched Yusuf's professional music career. The album not only sold well over 7 million copies, but also earned him a massive following in the Middle East, North African nations and Southeast Asia. A young British Muslim instantly became the talk of the town in lands as far and diverse as Egypt and Turkey. Yusuf garnered increased worldwide recognition following the release of his second album, Mayuma, in 2005. It sold over 4 million copies globally, and was well received particularly by young people, who identified closely with the themes of Yusuf's lyrics. Spiritique is the name Yusuf has given to his unique musical style that blends elements of Western and Eastern sounds. Yusuf's fourth album, Salam, was released in December 2012. Within 4 months of its launch, it achieved platinum status in Southeast Asia, and was the best-selling album in the Middle East and North Africa. Baraka, Yusuf's seventh album, was released in February 2016. The song, Masked Calendar, from Baraka reached number 1 on world music charts on iTunes and BBC Music. SAMI was soon headlining CNN, the BBC, ABC, and Al Jazeera, not to mention every mainstream TV channel in the Middle East and Turkey. Hailed by Time magazine as Islam's biggest rock star, and the most famous British Muslim in the world by The Guardian. His music not only filled the airwaves of London and LA but also penetrated effectively in the conservative Arabian Peninsula. A staggering 250,000 people packed Taksim Square in Istanbul, Turkey, to see SAMI perform. His success was soon acknowledged by the University of Roehampton, in southwest London, as a result of which SAMI became the first and the youngest Muslim recipient of the honorary Doctor of Letters award, in recognition of his extraordinary contribution to music. In attainment of this prestigious award, he not only stands alongside Mark Twain, J.K. Rowling and Robert Frost, but is also one of the only 3 musicians in the world to be ever honored thus. Since years early in his professional career, Yusuf has participated in humanitarian initiatives through performing benefit concerts, releasing charity singles, and acting on behalf of organizations working to relieve suffering and poverty. In response to the 2010 Pakistan floods that wreaked havoc in the country and affected 20 million lives in the summer of 2010, he promptly released a charity single, entitled, "Hear Your Call," performed in English and Urdu, to raise funds for the displaced Pakistanis in a joint effort with the UN-sponsored charity organization Save the Children. SAMI is one of the UK's biggest exports in the last decade. In the course of 10 years, he has masterfully navigated through uncharted waters. He has won over the hearts and minds of millions from across the Middle East, Europe, North America and North Africa. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe our channel to get all the coming videos, and don't forget to share this video with SAMI Yusuf's fans.